Each day, you'll go with a partner to each sample. One person takes care of asphalt distresses, while the other works on curb distresses and recording info to the PDA. Careful in choosing which side you paint on. If there is a driveway on one side, paint on the other if possible. As you'll notice, this line is very thick, but we try to be sparse with the number, as the neighbors usually get a little gripey.
When you're evaluating the curbs, you look at each curb individual as its own slab. You can tell the difference in slabs by a clear cut in the concrete, which can be easily found on close inspection. And here we come on to a stress called faulting. There is a sizable difference between these two curbs of at least 3/4 of an inch, and so that way we know it is high severity. Also here there is evidence of vegetation growing in the joint, which is usually a good indicator of joint sealant damage. We will mark both of these down in the computer and continue on with the rest of the curbs. Here's a good example of something tricky you might run into out in the field. There is a linear crack here and a shrinkage crack here, both on part of the same slab. Now how would you evaluate this on the computer? If you said as one linear and one shrinkage crack, then perhaps this is not the job for you. In fact, you would count this as one slab of linear cracking, because although there are two cracks on the same slab, the linear is the more serious of the two distresses, so that is the one that you count for this particular slab. You'll get a better feel for which distresses are more serious as you continue your employment here at the City of Overland Park.
Here we have asphalt. Asphalt's a lot more different than cement because it's not divided between sections. You just count it as a whole in your 100 or 150 foot length section. Here we have a crack running down the length of the street, which can sometimes be confused for a linear longitudinal crack. It's actually edge because it's close to the curb. If you ever find a distress and you're confused, always consult the book because it will tell you the differences between the cracks, and also the distresses can be less or more severe than you think they are. Let's move on. Jimmy! Time to go to McDonald's. When painting the end or beginning of a sample, you'll want to paint it and put pink on the curb.
Cracks, you go for the more serious distress, which in this case would be the linear crack for this slab. As one slab of linear cracking, because linear is the more severe of the two distresses. You'll get a better feel for which distresses are more and less severe as you continue to work for this city.
That car went by, forget it. Dang it.
In fact, you would count this as one slab of linear cracking, because although there are two cracks on the same slab, there are... You'll get a better feel for which distresses are more serious as you continue your employment here. If there was a third crack, then it would be called what is called a distress.
For this one, this is a little more tricky. This is an edge, but can be confused with linear because I don't know why. Ugh. Oh, you were close on that one. Yay! Great. Great job. There you go.